Anything special for today's practice, simply come on to your back, lay down all the way into a Shavasana shape. Let's take a shared breath together. Big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it all go. Feel yourself relaxing into your space. Feel yourself releasing the weight of the world back into the universe. Let the universe hold it. And notice all of the points of contact to the earth. The heels, the calves, hips. Feel the spaces of the ribs, shoulder blades, the arms, all the way out to the pads of the tips of the fingers. Notice where the head roots in. You have arrived into your space right here, right now. Let the body soften into this space you've carved out for yourself. And gently place one hand over your heart. Loving kindness is a practice. You may have heard it called metta. It's a practice in which you cultivate the love energy that you hold in your heart space, and you share it unconditionally. And today we're offering this loving kindness to ourselves. You may wish to craft some sayings that most satisfy a desire to end any suffering that you've experienced, or to simply make you feel comfortable with the self-nurturing you can offer. So I will offer some sayings, but feel free to tailor them to suit your own needs and your own desires. So I invite you, as you cultivate the heart energy right in the center of your chest, to bask yourself in your own glow of the heart by sharing these words of loving kindness. May I be happy. May I continue to be healthy. May I be free from harm. May I live in peace, knowing that I am loved. And I will repeat those twice more, but again, feel free to create your own affirmations of loving kindness, but say them out loud in your space. Hear your voice. Feel the commitment. May I be happy. May I continue to be healthy. May I be free from harm. May I live in peace, knowing that I am loved. May I be happy. May I continue to be healthy. May I be free from harm. May I live in peace, knowing that I am loved. And when you establish your practice of loving kindness, you can repeat those affirmations as many times as you'd like, as many times as you need to really truly feel the energy you're cultivating. The more you direct your energy into those affirmations, the more they grow within the body the more that bright light of your heart center, your Anahata chakra, shines. And these are blessings that you can offer to anyone in your life, but begin with yourself, because everything truly begins and ends with you, with what you hold in your heart, with the wisdom of the mind guiding you. And once we establish self-acceptance and self-love, it is then that we can offer love to others. But it begins with you. Take a big breath in, feeling the breath rise all the way up into your heart space. Let the breath go through the mouth. 2 more cleansing breaths. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. 1 more big breath. Fill up entirely. And release. Beautiful. We're going to inhale the arms overhead. Release your heels away from you. Find a full body stretch. Make little movements into the body that feel nice. Awakening the subtle energy of the body. And then cross your left ankle over your right foot. Slide the heels to the right as you arch over to the right with the arms as well. Open up through the left side body. Big breath in. Full breath out. 1 more big inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. Take another full body stretch. And noticing where you feel sensations in the body. Maybe those sensations feel really good. So once you notice something that feels good, just dwell in the blessings of that. It's the body talking to you and saying thank you. Then slide your right over the left, your right ankle over the left ankle. Left hand takes the right wrist. We crescent shape over to the left. Funny, they call this bananasana because you're shaped like a banana. And the asana is the physical practice, the shapes we put our body into. Stretch and breathe into the right side body. Big inhale. Full exhale. Nice. Release back into that big X shape. 1 more big stretch. Really savor the sensation. Savor the awareness that you're making to your body. What a blessing it is to have your body actually speak to you through sensation. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Make circles into the lower back. Nice. Keep your right knee hugged in. Extend your left leg long. Really actively press that left heel away to create some space in the hips. Squeeze that knee toward the chest. Feel the flexion in the right hip. And then take your right hand on the right knee and open the knee up a little bit. So it's like a floating half frog on your back. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. You can flex and point or circle out through the right side ankle. Take 1 more big breath. And as you exhale, invite that right knee to cross the body over toward the left. That left hand is welcome to press it down. Open the right arm to the right and turn the head to the right. Getting a nice stretch into the cervical spine, all the way down to the base of the spine. And throughout the day today, throughout our practice together, this nice, slow, stretchy flow, make sure you are connected to the breath. It is the breath that empowers the stretch to find more depth, to increase any circulation within the cells that help you find the stretch. 1 more big breath. And we come back into center. Draw that right knee back into your chest again and then straighten the leg up to the sky. You can bind behind the thigh, or you can take that little movement when we massage the leg, working the hands up toward the ankle and back down again. Just giving a little attention to the fascia, the connective tissues of the body that help support and encase the joints and the muscles. This is another way to increase circulation and just to increase the oxytocin in your body. It's just a release of a hormone that makes you feel really soothed. It can make you feel really comfortable and at ease. Take one more breath, breathing into that right hamstring. Nice. And then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Draw the left knee towards you. You can use your right hand to press your right knee away. Breathe into those hips. Again, make sure the body is nice and relaxed into the earth. Take a big breath in. Let that breath go. Uncross the legs, draw both knees back into the chest, this time making some circles into the hips. And then keep your left knee hugged in as you extend the right leg long on the mat. Finding some traction in that right hip as you press the heel away from you. Beautiful. Then use your left hand to guide the left knee open with the knee bent. Feeling that external rotation of the hip. Find some movement into your ankle. One more breath. And then guide the knee across the body, finding that spinal twist. Extend your left arm, gaze over the left shoulder, and your head can be turned with the eyes closed. Maybe your gaze is internal. Maybe that helps you concentrate on the breath or savor sensations that are obvious within the body right now. Nice. Take one more big breath into this spinal twist. And then arrive back to center with the back flat on the earth. As you hug the left knee in toward the chest, begin to straighten the leg, taking that gentle bind behind the hamstring, either staying still here as you breathe into the fibers of the muscles that you really notice, or start to massage the leg, working your way up toward the foot and back down, just gently, lovingly, just noticing what feels good. Keep breathing. One more big breath. Beautiful. Cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Draw the right knee towards you. Press the left knee away. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more big breath, sending it right into the hip on the left side. Nice. And gently release. We're going to roll onto one side, your side of choosing, and then press into the earth and rise up into a seated position. From seated, we're going to find a Dandasana, or seated staff pose. So extend your legs out in front of you, lift through the spinal column, crown of the head reaching up toward the sky. And when you're ready, arms rise. And as you exhale, start to float into a fold, rounding through the spine. Inhale, lift back up, goalpost the arms, open the heart up to the sky. And exhale, reach and round the spine. So think cat-cow. And also be gentle with the legs. So bend the knees as much as you'd like. Moving with breath. Exhale as you bow forward, tucking chin to chest. Inhale as you reach and shine brightly through your heart space. Shoulder blades can draw together. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, back up. One last one. And let the breath go as you fold. Let yourself stay folded here. Keep breathing into the body, feeling the expansion into the rib cage. Maybe each exhale draws you deeper into the fold. Nice. On the next breath, we're going to rise back up to Dandasana. We're going to cross at the ankles, roll over to a table position. So from your table position, start to articulate into the spine through your cow and cat. As you sink the belly toward the earth, lift the heart up once again. Inhale, sink deep. And exhale, press the earth away and round. And we're going to do that twice more. No rush. Use the whole breath to drive the pace of your movement today. Last one. Breathe in. And as you exhale, sink the hips back, find a child's pose. You can reach the arms even further away, lifting the elbows from the earth. Root down through your third eye. For those new to the practice, your third eye is the space between your eyebrows. It is one of the very powerful energy centers, one of the chakras, the higher order chakras that ignites your inner wisdom. It is your Ajna chakra, and it shines brightly, this hue of violet. And maybe you roll the head a little bit from side to side. Just knowing what kind of insight you're unleashing here. And let that insight guide you on your journey today. Our slow flow is intended to have you notice, right? Slow down the pace so you can be more present and perceptive to what the body is offering through sensations. But slow might be hard for you. Maybe you're a go, go, go kind of person. You want to get a lot done in a short amount of time. So just notice what this invites. Notice the challenge. It is in challenging times that we learn a lot about ourselves. While you are rooted here in your child's pose, bend the elbows, bring the palms together behind the head. We're going to recite our affirmations once again of loving kindness. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free from harm. May I live in peace, knowing that I am loved. Take a big breath in. Let a big breath go. One more inhale. And release. Extend your arms out in front of you. Make your way back to your table position. And on the inhale, we're going to extend that right leg back behind us, flexing the foot so the toe points down, the heel points up. Slightly internally rotate through that thigh, through the hip, instead of having it flare out. Take one more big breath. And then as you exhale, draw the knee forward, step the foot between the hands, maybe even beyond the hands, And we're going to sweep the arms up. As you exhale, interlace fingers behind your head, supporting the head, and open up wide through the heart. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, round, bringing elbows together, chin tucks to chest. Inhale, open up, feel that flourish. And exhale, round. So again, think about cow and cat. All the while we're articulating into the spine, we're stretching through our hips. So keep sinking low into the hips and breathing into the spaces that are feeling tight right now. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Beautiful. In and out. Right here, release your hands down. We're going to slide the hips back, coming into a half split. So you're welcome to come all the way down to sit the hip on the heel if you'd like as you fold, or you can stay up in a more traditional half split version. You can also take this into a full split. Feel free to slide that right foot all the way out if you're feeling flexy this morning. And you can also join us in a twist. So left hand to the edge of the right foot, and you can lift that right arm up. So that challenges your balance a little bit. Breathe. Notice. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And come back into center. Root down through the palms. Send that right leg back behind you and circle into that right side hip. Move it this way, move it that way. Back into your table position. Reestablishing your strong table with the weight evenly distributed among the 4 points. Nice tall spine, belly drawn in. And when you're ready, start to extend your left leg behind you. Squeeze the muscles to the bones. Draw a slight inward rotation through the left hip. Take a big breath in. And step the left foot between the hands, rising into that Anjaneya Asana, your low lunge. And notice what kind of space you're offering to the hips, and maybe walk the foot forward just a little bit. Take a big breath in. We're going to weave the fingers together in a different pattern this time. Bring the hands to cradle the back of the head. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, rounding, bringing the elbows toward one another, gaze down. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale as you tuck and round. 2 more breaths. Your breath, your pace. Nice and slowly to activate your awareness. Last one. Nice. Beautiful. Release your hands down to the earth. Slide them back as you sink into your half split. Remember that you don't have to do the same thing on one side that you did on the other. You need to do on one side what that side needs. And the sides are totally different. We're biologically asymmetrical. So that invites, different options. So maybe you stay here. Maybe you take a deeper split by sliding that left heel forward. Maybe you take another twist. Right hand on the edge of the right foot. Reach the left arm back for the balance challenge. Keep breathing wherever you are. 1 more big breath. And release. Come back to those palms. Extend your left leg back behind you in your 3-legged table. And small movements, or big movements, any kind of movement, slow movements is what I was looking for, into that left side hip. Nice. And we come back into table position. And from here, I invite you to make some really big hip circles. You're still getting into the shoulders as well. 2 more breaths, stirring things up in the body. And then from here, come back into your table position and keep stretching the crown of the head forward and bend the elbows lower all the way down to the earth. From here, widen the hands, come onto spider fingers. So that's the tips of the fingers. And as you inhale, you're going to press down and lift the heart up. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back. Exhale, melt the heart back down to the earth. Nose can kiss. Mwah. Inhale, press up. It's just a version of a cobra. Exhale, lower. We're going to start to get into the shoulders now. So as you inhale, press up. Make sure your thighs and the tops of the feet press into the earth. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Dip your right shoulder down. Yes, you feel it right there. As you inhale, peel back up. And as you exhale, twist to the right, dip the left shoulder down. Back up. We're going to do that once more on each side, being very gentle, being very tender. If your back does not support this movement, stay in a low cobra. Inhale, back up. And exhale. Come on down. Nice. Inhale, come back up. We're going to slide the hands right back to the ribs, draw the elbows together, and see if you can start pressing into the palms, straightening the arms for a cobra. If not, stay in your low cobra. Baby cobra is a great place to be. You have to listen to and honor the body. Take a big breath in, gaze forward. One more breath. And from here, we're going to lift into table position. From table position, make our way into downward facing dog. So lifting the hips high, melting the heels low. Pedal through the heels once you arrive in your dog. Giving attention to the calves, to all the muscles that line the backs of the legs. Nice. And then slowly walk your hands, very slowly. Feel each step. Back to your feet. Come to a forward fold. Take a big breath up to standing. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up. I'm going to turn to face you for this. So you're going to, once you're coming to a standing, turn your right foot so that it is perpendicular to your left. I was never a dancer, but this is like, I don't know, third position maybe, whatever they called it. So your right heel is bisecting your left foot, all right? It's a little awkward, just external rotation in that right side hip. Keep the hips otherwise facing forward. Take a big breath in and exhale. We're going to bow down. Yeah, you feel it? Breathe. Keep melting into this fold. One more breath. Then start to walk your hands over to frame the right toes. So you're just rotating a little bit over to the right. Take a big breath in. Go a little deeper in the fold. One more inhale. And release. We're going to come back into center. Rise all the way up. Turn the foot back. Square yourself into your Tadasana. Just notice how the legs feel. And then we'll take that on the other side. So turn your left toes to face the side of the mat. So your left heel is perpendicular, just bisecting your right foot, right? External rotation just in the left side hip. Take a big breath in to rise. Exhale, fold. And you don't have to touch the earth. Maybe you've invited a book or a block or something into the practice to help make the earth a little closer to you, but it's okay to hang as well. Breathe. And then walk the hands over and frame the left toes, inviting a deep stretch into the right side. Be present for what you're noticing. Take a big breath in. Let a breath go. Beautiful. Walk back into center. Rise all the way up. And allow the feet to be parallel once again as you come to the top of your mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bow down. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant the hands, step back 1 foot, then the other. High plank. From high plank, release the knees, untuck the toes, bend the elbows, lowering the chest and chin to the earth. Chaturanga. Inhale, press the earth away, feeling a baby or a full cobra. Through table position, make your way back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big inhale. Keep lifting the hips. Keep melting your chest toward the thighs. On the next inhale, step your right foot between the hands and rise up, high crescent lunge. Take a big breath in as you straighten the front leg and exhale, bend into that knee. We'll do that a few times. Inhale, exhale, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Last one, big breath in, full breath out. Reach forward, nice flat back. Keep pressing back into that left heel. Take a big inhale. And then release your hands down to the earth. Walk them around. We're going to let both heels come down into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. 2 more. We use these breaths to help coax the body deeper into our stretches. Last one, big breath in. Full breath out. Let yourself hang right here. Hands can be rooted to the earth, or you can connect them to the toes, or you can wrap them around the back if you like. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, whatever feels good to you. Don't feel confined by my cueing. Let yourself explore. You hold the wisdom of what your body needs, so be present for that. Take another big breath. As you exhale, slowly walk those hands back around to frame the right foot, finding your low lunge. And we'll take a twist. So root the left palm down, reach the right arm up for your twist. Keep sinking low into the hips. Big breath in. Full breath out. And then release the hand down. Step back to your high plank. Your choice of a chaturanga with the knees up or down. Lower down to the earth. Find a cobra. Taking it a little more gentle today, but feel free to upward face dog if you want. Back to downward facing dog. Nice and slow, no rush. You have nowhere to be. Big inhale. Full exhale. On the next inhale, step the left foot between the hands. Root down as you rise up. High crescent lunge. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, find your lunge again. Make sure that that knee continues to reach out toward the pinky edge of the foot rather than collapsing in toward the arch of the foot. So being mindful of that rotation. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big breath in and full breath out. Reach forward. Really strong through the core here as you lengthen the spine. Keep relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. And then release the hands down. We're going to walk back into a wide-legged forward fold. And then this time, bring your hands to your hips. Rise all the way up. Turn the heels in, toes out. Take a big breath in. And exhale into your goddess, sinking the tailbone straight down to the earth. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw down. 2 more. Breathe. Last one. Breathe in and breathe out. Stay here for 2 breaths. Keep spiraling those hips open. Beautiful. Reach back up. Look to the front. We're going to bring those hands back down to frame the front in a low lunge. That left foot is framed. Keep the right palm rooted, the left arm rises for your twisted lunge. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Release the hand down, step back to your high plank, taking your flow your way. Really slowly, taking the whole breath to move. We will meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big inhale. And let the breath go. On the inhale, right heel rises, 3-legged dog. Step through, root down, rise up, high crescent lunge. From high crescent, peel the left heel down, warrior 2. We're going to go through a really nice slow flow where we're encouraging those hips to spiral open. As you inhale, flip the right palm, reverse the warrior. As you exhale, dance your way into extended side angle. Inhale, back up to warrior 2, straighten the front leg, shift forward, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Come back up, back to warrior 2. Keep dancing. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back to warrior 2, straighten the leg. Reach forward, creating space in the body. Hinge, triangle pose, stacking left over right. Back up, warrior 2. We're going to do that twice more. You guys look beautiful. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, float, extended side angle. Inhale, back up, straighten the leg. Reach forward, triangle. Rise back up. One more flow. Reverse. Extended. Rise back up. Triangle pose. Beautiful. As we arrive back up, coming back into our warrior 2, we're going to rotate on the ball of that left foot, coming back into a high crescent lunge. Then step into the right foot, bring your left knee up towards your chest. Find that external rotation once again. Woo, hello wall. And bring that left foot up onto the right leg, above or below the knee for your tree pose. I'll face you here. So your toes can be rooted for grounding, a little higher or above the knee. Avoid contact with the knee joint. That stresses out the knee joint and renders you really vulnerable to injuries and instability. So keep pressing the foot into the leg and firm up through that standing leg. Press back into your foot. Keep feeling that outward rotation of the hip here. You can lift up. You can take whatever movement, any mudras that feel good here. Maybe paint a smile on your beautiful face. There you go. Nice. And breathe. We are standing in our tallest version of self. We are rooted and we are lifted. We are proud here. We are feeling loved. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Nice. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to bring that figure 4 shape back into our bodies. Cross the ankle over the thigh. You can also play around with a lotus, standing lotus, if you want to bring your foot right into the right hip crease. And we're going to start to bend the knees, sinking the hips back like we're sitting in a chair to feel that beautiful stretch into the left side hip. Fix your gaze on one spot. Allow your drishti to be stable to increase and encourage concentration. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Slowly start to rise back up to stork and return to Tadasana, your stable mountain pose where you are unwavering in your presence. Take a big breath in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step back to your high plank, go through a flow. Let's see if you guys are flowing over here. Nice. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. On the inhale, left heel rises, 3-legged dog. Gently step the left foot through. Press down as you rise up with strength. Encourage your high crescent lunge. Then melt the right heel down. Open up nice and wide for your beautiful, strong warrior 2. Big breath in. Full breath out. And let's dance. So flip the left palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Feel the opening in the right side body right there. Back to warrior 2. Straighten the leg. Trikonasana triangle pose. Beautiful. Rise back up. Using a lot of core strength right now. Stretching through the obliques. Breathe out. Extended side angle. Inhale back to warrior 2. Straighten the leg. And reach and hinge. Triangle pose. You're going to do that. Flow 3 more times. Your breath. Your movement. Your presence. Your loving kindness. Nice. 2 more flows. Gorgeous, so graceful. Last one. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to extend. Inhale, back up, straighten the leg. Create some space through the side in your Trikonasana. And back to warrior 2. Gorgeous. From here, swivel back onto the ball of the right foot. High crescent lunge. Up into your stork pose. Bring your right knee up towards your chest. All right. So right knee lifted. Externally rotate through that right hip. And either find, well, we're going to start with a tree pose. So your foot is rooted onto the leg above or below the knee. Press in and really engage into that left leg. Feel the presence, the mutual engagement. Stand up nice and tall. Feel the spinal column rising. Belly's drawn in. Maybe the arms lift. You don't have to lift your arms. You can also take that really nice passive trapezius stretch. If you're noticing a lot of tightness and tension in your shoulders these days, this is a really great way to offer a relief and a slackening to your trapezius muscles. It's suggested that you do this 3 to 5 minutes on each side per day. And over time, you will feel a lot less tension and pain in your shoulders. Notice your breath. Beautiful trees out there. Take 1 more big breath. Release the hands right to the heart, Anjali Mudra. Cross your right ankle over your left. Keep the foot flexed. And start to sink the hips back. Down and back. Yes. Getting into that right side hip. Oh, feels so good. Can you feel it? If you can't feel it, then keep bending deeper into the joints and folding more over the front leg. You'll feel it. I promise. Breathe into whatever it is you're feeling. So beautiful. Take one more big breath. And start to rise. Very nice. And release. We're going to come back to the top of the mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands. Step back to a high plank. We're going to lower all the way down to the earth. So you can drop the knees and lower, or just take a really slow descent in your chaturanga, burning up those triceps. All right, from here, open up the arms nice and wide into a T shape so that the arms are perfectly perpendicular to the body. And we're going to start to press into the right palm and roll over to our left shoulder first. So as you roll over to that left shoulder, you may be able to walk the left arm away from you with those fingers, those spider fingers again, because you're going to create some space right in the shoulder girdle. And you want to stack your right side body over your left. And that's where you can begin. If you want more sensation or more of a stretch for the lower back, you can plant. Flipped. I hit the mute button. Thanks, Phoebe. I'm glad you guys are speaking up for yourselves. Okay, so when you flip, you're offering an opening to the hip and a nice stretch into the lower spine, but we're really getting to the shoulder here. That shoulder girdle is getting a good stretch, so notice how it feels. If anyone's ever had like impinged shoulder and you've gone to PT, they've done something like this with you, either on the earth or on the wall. Just be aware of where you're noticing it. Take 2 more breaths. Let gravity sink you deep into the stretch. And then slowly start with the legs, stacking one hip over the other. Slowly roll the front body back onto the earth and whoosh. Welcome that fresh rush of blood into the left shoulder. Take a moment as if you're hugging the earth to just find neutral. Find your breath. Honor the sensations that were welcomed by that stretch. And then we'll take it on the other side. So root down through your right palm. Start to press into your left hand as you roll over to your right side. Walk your right hand away from you as much as you need to create that space in the shoulders. Once the left side body is stacked over the right, maybe you flip, bringing the left foot to the earth, opening up into the left hip, stretching through the back. The body begs for a deep breath right here. The fresh oxygen is really nourishing to whatever's working. Stay present with those thoughts of loving kindness. Two more breaths. Beautiful. From here, we're going to stack the legs, roll over to our belly, and whoosh! Welcome that blood rushing right through the right shoulder once again. Now that the shoulders are open, we're going to take one little back bend here, a locust pose. And you're welcome if you'd like to interlace the fingers behind the back, resting them right onto the sacrum, and you can always lift them away once we rise. Bring your forehead to the mat. Zip your legs up all the way down to the toe mounds. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And when you're ready, start to lift the head, the chest, the ribs, the legs. Maybe the arms lift from the back. Keep the gaze downward rather than out so that the cervical spine doesn't have any stress. And we're going to stay here for 5, 4, keep lifting. 3, keep squeezing and engaging. 2, and 1, lift, 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 and release. Let it all go. That was gorgeous. Take another big breath here, resting, feeling the heart beating into the earth. Such a blessing to be able to feel that rhythm. Bring your hands right to the tops of the rib cage. Keep the knees narrow as we retract back into a child's pose. We want the knees narrow so that we offer a decompression into the spine, the lower back. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. And release. From here, we're going to make our way onto our butte. Swing those legs around. With the knees bent, we're going to lift up. So not quite. You can go into a full boat pose if you want. We're just going to do some little crunches with the feet relaxed on the floor. So as you inhale, reach the heart forward toward your thighs. And as you exhale, keeping the spine long, lower to whatever angle you start to feel it really crunching into the abs. Inhale, rock back up to the sit bones. Exhale, recline. Do that 4 more times. Move with your breath though. Not in any rush. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Soften the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Exhale. 2 more. You've got this. The breath will soften any strain here. So keep your jaw relaxed. Try not to clench your teeth. Last one. And slowly make your way all the way down to your back. That was beautiful. Knees into your chest. Make those big circles into the hips once again. Bring the soles of the feet together and rest the edges of the feet onto the earth with the knees wide open. Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand to the heart, one hand to your belly, or both hands stacked over your heart if you like. We're going to come back to those affirmations. Come back to the space of loving kindness so that you remember to shower yourself with compassion today and every day. Recognizing that you may feel joyful in some moments, you may be suffering in some moments, but it's all part of your experience as a human, and you're there for yourself with open, compassionate awareness, no judgment, no shaming, no criticism. You were there just like your best friend would be to love and accept yourself unconditionally. So repeat these affirmations, whatever you established for yourself or those that I'm offering out loud. May I be happy. May I continue to be healthy. May I be free from harm. May I live in peace knowing that I am loved. May I be happy. May I continue to be healthy. May I be free from harm. May I live in peace, knowing that I am loved. May I be happy. May I continue to be healthy. May I be free from harm. May I always live in peace, knowing that I am loved. Either stay just as you are with those words vibrating through your body, or start to extend the legs into a more traditional Shavasana shape. Hands can stay rooted to the heart, committed to these affirmations, or feel free to rest them on the earth, whatever is comfortable for you. Take a big breath in, let it go, and let yourself surrender. A reading by Donna Faulds. Who you are is so much more than what you do. The essence, shining through the heart, soul, and center, the bare and bold truth of you does not lie in your to-do list. You are not just at the surface of your skin, not just the impulse to arrange the muscles of your face into a smile or a frown, not just boundless energy or bone-wearing fatigue. Delve deeper. You are divinity, the vast and open sky of spirit, the ember at your core, the passion and the presence, the timeless, deathless essence of you that reaches out and touches me. Who you are transcends fear and turns suffering into liberation. Who you are is love. So bring attention into your heart space, feeling the boundless, limitless love that pours right into all the cells of your being, nourishing yourself with compassion and kindness. Let that be your way of being, a patience and a presence and a softness that you can offer yourself in all moments of life. Take a big breath in. Let a breath go. Start to stretch the body. And eventually make your way onto one side, rolling into the shape of new beginnings. Let this mark a new beginning in your relationship with yourself. Let it be only filled with love. Start to rise to a comfortable seated position. Invite your hands together at the heart. Know that I am so grateful to each of you for practicing with us. It is such an honor to be in your company. Know that the love and the light within me sees and honors the love and the light shining so brightly and boundlessly within each of you. Namaste. So again, my name is Erin. I own Eat Yoga Drink. This class was sponsored by the Energy Club in Shirlington. Thank you so much for being a part of this. If you're interested, that was a reading by Donna Fald called Who You Are. And if you Google it, you can find her writing, this and others that I love to read. And at this point in class, I always welcome people to unmute themselves if there's anything that you'd like to say and share.
Yes, thank you so much. This was really wonderful.